Let's install a microSHIFT MX XD cassette. MX XD cassettes fit directly onto standard XD free hubs. They will also fit XDR free hubs, but you will need a 1.85mm spacer. To install the cassette, you will need a 2.5mm hex wrench and a torque wrench. Around the cassette, you will notice 3 set screws between the 5th and 6th largest cog. Access those screws through the ramps on the 6th largest cog. First, slide the cassette onto the free hub. Make sure that the small groove on the cassette lines up with the small spline on the free hub. Verify that the axle extends past the cassette. Now slide the 2.5mm hex wrench into the ramps of the 6th largest cog and thread in each set screw until it contacts the free hub. Switch between set screws as you tighten to make sure the cassette is centered. And make sure the cassette does not shift off the free hub and that the axle still extends past the cassette. Then, torque the set screws to 2 to 3 Nm. Finally, give the cassette a gentle rock to make sure it is firmly on the free hub. To remove the MX XD cassette, use a 2.5mm hex wrench and unthread the 3 set screws 1 full turn. Then, lift the cassette off the free hub. The smallest 3 cogs of the MX XD cassette are removable and replaceable. To remove them, you will need a chain whip, cassette lock ring tool, and an adjustable wrench. Wrap the chain whip around one of the middle cogs, then use a lock ring tool and a wrench to unthread the lock ring. When the lock ring is out of the way, simply lift up the cogs. The replacement cogs have 8 wider grooves and 1 narrow groove. Line up the narrow groove on the cog with the narrow spline on the free hub and slide them on. Thread in the cassette lock ring and tighten to 40 Nm. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at service@microshift.com.